Early in development, Jerry's dad in Tamers was supposed to be a Yakuza member. These were the original designs for Cookie, Nanami, and Ivan. Koji from Digimon Frontier was originally conceptualized as a girl. Matt being an astronaut in the epilogue was actually a leftover plot treated in production. Arukinomon was supposed to be a scorpion-like Digimon named Sasurbellamon. Demon was supposed to be the main villain of Adventure 02 instead of Malomautismon. Hitmon was originally going to be Takato's partner Digimon. Billzomon was originally going to be the final villain for Tamers, not the D-Reaper. Digimon Tamers was supposed to be a continuation to Digimon Adventure. Digimon Frontier was originally going to be called Digimon Scanner. These aren't the same Digimon. The Digimon on the left is Guruumon, while the Digimon on the right is Garuumon. Digimon Data Squad was the first season to not simply be named Digimon when it's aired on TV in the US. The full name of Hunters, the young hunters who leapt through times, is a reference to The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. The English dub version of Digimon Adventure 02 first movie has an entire subplot cut out of it. Digimon Frontier was supposed to be the last Digimon series. Digimon Servers was going to be about a worldwide delinquent tournament using Digimon. The Dark Ocean was supposed to be a much bigger plot point in Adventure 02. In the original scripts for Savers, Thomas was supposed to be a mafia and Yoshi was a gang leader. Shangrimon Burst Mode was supposed to be called Shangrimon Prominence Mode. Davis and TK were going to act more like rivals, similar to Tai and Matt's rivalry. In an episode of Savers, Bumper Dynamon had to be censored. Jerry's mom was going to be a prostitute, and Jerry's depression will stem from not becoming one. Randomon was originally going to be called Lodomon. Ryu wasn't planned to be in Tamers. He was a last-minute addition due to an executive meddling. Digimon Cross Wars and Hunters are the only seasons to not use CGI for a Digivolution sequence. The Digimon Savers movie is currently the only Digimon movie to not get an official dub. These were the original designs for Taketo, Henry, and Rika. Matt and Sarah were always planned to be a couple even since the start of Adventure's development. Kirsty Demon was the only tamer in Digimon Data Squad to not have a Digivice. There's a form beyond Mega Ultimate known as Super Ultimate or Ultra. Agumon Burstmon isn't an official Digimon, it's just a fan term to explain Agumon's transformation. In one of the episodes of Adventure 02, a Tormon is shown urinating, but that was cut in the English version. Sound Burma was created in the fan-made Digimon contest. These were the original designs for Omega Shopmon and Z Greymon. The Digimon Adventure 02 ending was meant for Adventure minus the 02 kids, meaning Adventure was going to be the only season. Digimon Savers was the first series to have two opening songs. Without the ring on its tail, Gatomon is treated as a rookie-level Digimon opposed to be a champion one. Tsubamon from Appmon is based on the bird winning the Twitter logo. President Obama makes cameos in Digimon Cross Hunters and Digimon Universe. Digimon Cross Hunters is the only season in which the main characters didn't go to the digital world, they went to the Digiquartz instead. Takuya is the only main protagonist to not have his name completely changed, both first and last name. Digimon Adventure and Adventure 02 are mainly TV shows in Digimon Tamers universe. The reason why Matt and Sora became a couple was because the director thought it was a little cliche to have the male and female main leader get together. Digimon Universe is the only season to have an Halloween episode. The best Digimon ever, Vmon, has the most Digivolutions out of all the protagonist Digimon. Taketo is the first main protagonist to not have his first name change. In episode 4 of Digimon Universe, there appears to be a dog that is dressing up as a Super Saiyan Goku. Ab Fusion can sometimes result in failure. If two starter level Appmon fail in Ab Fusion, they become Sukasimon. The Convention Center in Adventure episode 35 is based on a real convention center known as Tokyo's Big Sight in Japan. The large building that appeared during the Maotismon arc is actually based on the real-life Fuji TV HQ. Yola is the only female character to have a red Digivice. Davis and Marcus are the only main protagonists to not have a red Digivice. While they look very similar, Taiki's Digivice is red, while Tejiro's Digivice is crimson. Currently, Ken Yolai and Sora Matt are the only Canaan ships in the main Digimon series. Digimon Savers is the only season in which all of the main characters have a sibling. Agumon from Digimon Savers, Siryu, Japanese voice actor, is the same as Chaz Princeton Siryu from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Taketo is currently the only main protagonist to have his Digivice completely destroyed. Dai, Taketo, and Marcus were the only main protagonists to have their Digimon go through a dark Digivolution. Gachi Sweets are actual beam jam filling wafers you can get in Japan. Digimon Fusion had the lowest TV ratings of all of the other seasons in both Japan and in the US. In the English dub of Digimon Frontier, Lord Nightmon's gender was changed from male to female. Shopmon took the longest amount of time out of the other main partner Digimon to Digivolve. It took Shopmon 30 episodes. Digimon Tamers and Universe are the only season that didn't play an answer song in their first episodes. The Digimon on the left is Bakemon, and the one on the right is Sulmon. The latter is a subspecies and are both champions. In the dub of Adventure episode 19, there's a weird audio bit where a child says, "Baemon over here, I'm coming." In the Japanese version of Adventure episode 30, Matt managed to get a seductive woman to pull up. This was cut from the dub. Digimon Universe is the only season that showed only one of its main protagonists in its first episode. According to the Digimon reference book, in Universe, the brand name of Shotsmon Mike is apparently Megfield. On December 14, 2016, the Digimon Universe opening Dive by Amatsuki was released. Rika and Eri are the only female protagonists who have a blue Digivice. All the other minus Yolai have pink Digivice. App fusions can sometimes result in failure. If two super level Appmon fail in App fusion, they become Damadamon. Out of all the seasons, the Digivice Icy was the first Digivice to be created by humans. Marcus Demon was the first main protagonist to have had his Digivice hand given to him. Hunters is the only season that didn't include a female in its main cast. Cross Wars episode 67, Hunters episode 13, is the only episode ever to air on Christmas Day. The Agumon from Adventure is the only main partner Digimon to not have the color red anywhere in its design. Raydramon has the highest power out of the other main Podiapmon in Digimon Universe, Apply Monsters. Obito Uchiha from the Naruto franchise and the Employee Driver are played by the same Japanese voice actor, Wataru Tagachi. Kimeromon as the head of Kabutoromon, Jaw of Greymon, Hair of Metal Greymon, Wings of Airdramon and Angelmon, arms of Devimon, Kogomon and Skullgreymon, the legs of Garurumon, and tails of Monochromon. Digimon Cross Wars Hunters are the only seasons to not have an ending credits theme. In the English dub, DAT stands for Digimon Data Squad. In Japan, it stands for Digital Accident Tactics Squad. Zubamon is the mascot for Digimon 20th Anniversary. Hence the number 20 on its arm, it's a rookie level Digimon. Gizamon was the first artificially created Digimon out of all the anime seasons. Kuki's piercing was removed, and for some reason his skin color was darker in Digimon Data Squad. In the Digimon Cross Wars manga, Kiria actually confessed his love towards Nini. You can see the mothers of all the main protagonists at least once on screen. Guillemot was chosen to be Takeru's partner because he's innocent and pure. Emo was a candidate but was rejected. This was how Gentai Littlemon was censored in the dub. While the villain could still talk, in the dub they don't. The two females operators who works at DATS are Miki, purple hair, and Megumi, blonde hair, respectfully. This is what Panchasmon Eyes looks like. Jerkmon is one of the digital world's most misused Digimon. He occasionally played pranks on the real night. These are the concept sketches better designed for the first Digimon movie. Aristodramon Super Mode is the only Digimon to be Digirose with an object opposed to another Digimon. The infamous Dagomon is based on the fictional Lovecraftian creature Cthulhu. Tiki and Akari were the youngest main characters, age 8, while Yoshino is currently the oldest, age 18. Chrome Digiro is a rare unbreakable metal that some Digimon wears. It's something akin to Marvel's Vibranium. In episode 16 of Digimon Universe, Ray has a hoodie under his jacket, but in the preview it's his jacket that has the hoodie. Real-life scientific Marvin Misk and John McCartney exist within the Digimon Universe canon. Digimon World Next Order was released on January 31st, 2017 in North America. Digimon got censored in Digimon Fusion, despite not being in all his previous English dub appearances. In the US, Digimon Fusion lasted only 2 episodes on Nickelodeon before being moved to a laser network. Barbamon is the only demon-launched Digimon to not appear in the anime in some shapes or forms. Sarada Uchura from the Naruto franchise and Gatchmons are played by the same Japanese voice actress, Kokoro Kikuchi. Blue Flare was the only army that didn't get their name westernized. Cross Wars equal Fusion Fighters, Twilight equal Midnight, aside from the Bargad army. Despite not digivolving in the anime, Batistamon, Duromon, and Sparrowmon do have evolved forms. In the manga, Dark Knightmon absorbs Lilithmon. The only difference between Shopmon Time 3 and Shopmon Time 4 is that the latter has the Star Sword. Apparently, before meeting Tejiru, Gunjamon thought human could fly. Dorbigmon and Ologomon were the only dead generals that weren't killed by some form of Shopmon. Musumon has not one but 2 Appmon that looks just like him, Mechmon Blue and Densmon Green. Ray is currently the only male protagonist that has a black Digivice that wasn't a violent nor work with one. Cross Wars, Hunters, and Apply Monsters are the only seasons to not air on Fuji TV. They are on TV Asahi and TV Tokyo. There was a snack based on Digibytes back when Cross Wars was here in Japan. It's no longer being made though. Digimon Tamers was the first season in which the main protagonists were not Digidestined or chosen children. The Devas are based on the 12 heavenly generals in Buddhist mythology. Ryo is the only protagonist in Tamers that can biomerge with an ultimate level Digimon. The rest only merge with rookies. In the final Digimon Wonderson game, Z Minimum forced DNA Digivolts with Monodramon. Cyberdramon is the result. One of the Kazumon special attacks in Japanese directly translate to Virgin Bomb. While not a Royal Knight himself, Emperor Dramon Paladin Mode is the founder of the Royal Knights. Renamon was the only one of the Dark Legendary Warriors who could not control her bee spirits. In 2027, Davis makes it on the face of Time magazine. What if that happened for real though? That would be great, huh? The F-14 on Tabacatmon is a reference to a real-life US Navy fighter jet called the Grammon F-14 Tomcat. Medicmon and Wentodramon are the only 7 called Atmon whose grades aren't standard, they're super. In Digimon 12 LNR, if a Digimon waits to reach 80G, it will turn into a Bartmon. Ray is the only one of the 4 Apply drivers to have pressed no on his respective Apply driver. Thomas and Yoshi from Digimon Data Squad have less than 5 minutes of screen time in their own series movie. If you're not familiar with Digimon, well, Digimon can poop too. Dizitmon was the first super great Atmon in Digimon Universe Apply monster to have been defeated by a standard. Goku from the Dragon Ball franchise and Gilmon are played by the same Japanese voice actress, Masako Nozawa. Shotmon Times 7 Super Mode holds the record for being made out of the most amount of Digimon when Digicross. The Digimon Soul Rights are based off the 4 holy beasts of Chinese mythology. These are Digimon based on Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. Their names are Petermon and Tinkermon, respectively. There's also a Digimon based on Captain Hook, named Captain Hookmon. These are Digivice from a scrap in America toy line that was called Digimon Force 3. Despite not doing so in the anime, the rest of good legendary warriors can fusion Double Spirit Evolve 2. It was going to be a sequel to Frontier in the form of a Chinese manga, but got cancelled due to right issues. Tarunomon was the first Digimon to be designed. Takuya along with the rest of the Frontier cast shows up in a special one-shot chapter of the V-Tamer manga. In 2003, there was a rumor about a new Digimon series called Digimon Force 3, where 3 kids will share a partner. Joe from Digimon Adventure was the first Digital World's Doctor. Digimon Savers and Hunters were the only seasons to not get a manga adaptation of their respective anime. In 2016, an official parody version of Try's confession poster was created for April Fool's Day. An official parody version of Try's Lost poster was created for April Fool's Day as well. Marcus Damon's birthday was on the same day that Digimon Savers debuted in Japan, April 2nd. Kalumon was originally going to be called Kululumon. Both Kin and Zitru are played by the same English voice actor, Derek Stephen Prince. Darbikmon once offered Shopmon a position in his army of Dragon Digimon. Pitchmon and Chapsmon names are references to lyrics from a Japanese nursery rhyme called I'm a Furry. Zoe/Izumi was the only one of the main characters who could control a bee spirit upon first using it. Unimon's name and design are derived from the mythical beast, the unicorn. One of Tsubamon's attack, Like Rush, is based on the action of liking a tweet on Twitter. In episode 27 of Digimon Universe Apply Monsters, there's a scene of a healthy gay couple shown on Apter. The Olympus 12 are based on the Roman analog of the 12 Olympians in Greek mythology, the D Constantis. Nene is the only main character in Digimon Cross Wars, whose name didn't get changed in the English dub. Digimon Data Squad is the season to have the least amount of episodes, only having 48. Digimon Cross Wars is the season to have the most amount of episodes, ranking it at 79 episodes. Kiria and Broly from the Dragon Ball franchise are played by the same English voice actor, Vic Mignoga. And this is what Gabon looks like without his fur. Not as cool, huh? Rise, in conjunction with Shine from Rise Greymon and Shine Greymon, are references to the expression Rise and Shine. Digimon World 3 is the first non-regional exclusive game that was released for North America before Japan. Except for its debut, every other time the Geo Grey Sword was used, he either got knocked away or destroyed. Littlemon was the only one of the 3 head officers who Bagramon considered to be his successor. It was never exactly explained how Bagramon was able to be reincarnated into a human. Digimon Cross Wars was the first season to be aired in widescreen and high definition. The men in Digimon Universe Apply Monsters that constantly shoutouts No is credited as Cut Up Old Man. Kochmon is the first and currently the only super great Atmon to appear in both CG and 2D. Hunters was nominated for the 2012 International Emmy Kids Award for the Best Animation. For some odd reason, in the German dub of Digimon Tamers, Renamon is portrayed as a man rather than a woman. According to the series composer, Severus was aimed towards people between the age of 16 to 21. While never doing it so in the anime, in the manga Barkermon actually unseals Tatsismon's sword. One of Arkermon's moves, Vasilo Crush, is a reference to Jesse Vasilo, a former Olympic swimmer. Goku Omon is based on Song Wukong, the main character from the Chinese novel Journey to the West. Digimon Universe, Eri can't cook whatsoever. Tamers and Cross Wars are the only seasons in which if a Digimon dies, they aren't reborn as a Digi Egg. It was going to be a plotline about Belzamon and Mervamon in the Cross Wars manga, but got cut due to the V-Jump constraint. Shopmon and Gumdramon are the only main partner Digimon to not have an attribute. This is Vemon, a Digimon exclusive to Digimon World 3. He has the ability to turn humans into Hawkmon. Galacticmon's Japanese name is derived from the word Ragnarok, a battle event that killed gods in Norse mythos. Mekomon's name and design are based on the Maine Coon, one of the world's largest domesticated breed of cats. Gilmon is the only main partner Digimon whose attribute is Virus. The rest are either vaccine or simply don't have one. Munimon and field character Mary Hug from the Fairy Tales franchise are played by the same Seiyu, Shiroki Ozawa. Gray from the Fairy Tail franchise and Charismon are played by the same voice actor, Yushi Nakamura. Natsu from Fairy Tail and Ryoma are played by the same voice actor, Tetsuya Kakihara. In the manga, Wawudamon never takes control of Dakamon and Masumon, but Dentemon instead. Digimon Universe Apply Monsters is the first and currently the only season to air on TV Tokyo. The Common Digimon one-shot manga was released on the same day as Naruto one-shot manga, September 28, 1997. The virtual pet was created to be the boy version of Tamagotchi. It's this toy that shaped the franchise we know today. Digimon Adventure originally having only 13 episodes a myth, it was always meant to have 54 episodes. During the developing stages of O2, there were plans to make the first kids stay main characters while Matt will break off. Tentomon and Enies from the new Yu-Gi-Oh series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Revenge, share the same voice actor. Hackmon from Tri and Revolver from the new Yu-Gi-Oh! series are played by the same voice actor. Zebromon and Midamon are supposed to represent the Y2K bug, a global computer bug that occurred in 2000. They had Digimon Adventure continuity gone on another year. There were plans to introduce Digimon from outer space. Neo Vandamon was the only dead general to Digicross with the main characters both Kiria and Taiki's Digimon. While the Digimon Cross Wars manga started before the anime, he ended after the anime June 21, 2010, May 2nd, 2012. The Earth-Ohm that's used in a lot of dank memes can be heard in Shotsmon's summoning sequence. Dishomon was originally going to be called Juggernautmon. The digital world has its own alphabet known as Digimoji in Japanese or Digicode in English. The Digicodes on Takado's Golden Digivice, funnily enough, actually translate to Digimon Tamers. Ologmon is based on the Olong of Novgorod, a 10th century Vargrian prince or a Geminic king based on sources. Shibumu was originally going to be revealed dead, but the idea was scrapped due to time constraints. Commonmon is currently the biggest Appmon to date. Digimon Cross Wars is the first season to not have a movie associated with its series. It was never explained how Okawa turned his DNA into data to create Arukunomon and Mamimon. These are the better designs of the main characters from the Digimon Frontier. This is what they could have looked like. It's possible for Mekomon to have the same Digivolution line as Garomon. In the Japanese version, Joe has two brothers, but in the English version, both of the brothers become one. Gurumon's name comes from a misspelling of the English word great. The protagonist of the Common Digimon one-shot was the inspiration for the design of the tie from V-Tamer. The symbol of Omegamon chest is half of the crest of friendship and half of the crest of courage. As I'm sure most people know, Tiki and Carrie did not become a couple at the end of O2 set. One of Prince Merumon's special attacks, Purple Rain, is a reference to the movie and song of the same name. Beta's design showed that Rain was going to wear a brown jacket and Aries' eyes were originally blue instead of pink. Digimon Fusion has not one but two English dubs, one being from the US and the other from Malaysia. Beastmon's English name is an anagram of his Japanese name, Bastamon. Out of the main protagonists, Marcus is the oldest one at the start of his respective series, being 40. Kuki was originally planned to represent Marcus had he joined Kurta instead of that. The O2 in Digimon Adventure, O2 is named after the year it takes place, in 2002, not because it's a sequel. Saitama from One Punch Man and Eugene are played by the same voice actor, Makoto Furukawa. In the very first chapter of Digimon Universe Apply Monsters, a Gabumon and Agumon can be seen on the billboard. Rika was the very first female protagonist to have a partner Digimon that could digivolve to a mega form. These are the better designs of Starmon, Taramon, and Otamamon. Desmon's name comes from an acronym of several Ongno words that just so happens to sound like the word Jesus. XVmon and Stickmon can not only DNA Digimon to one Digimon, but two, Paildramon and Dinobimon. Black Emperor Dramon is what happened when the insect data in Paildramon overtakes the dragon data during Digivolution. The digicodes on Emperor Dramon Fighter Mode, Positional Laser, translate to Digital Monster. The Agumon from the Digimon Adventure movie is not the same Agumon from the anime. The movie's Digimon Adventure War Game and some awards were directed by the same person, Mamoru Osada. The Japanese name of the main cast of Digimon Adventure are all based on kanji that relate to luck. Davis is the main character in O2 to have owned the most amounts of Digimentals, owning 3 in total. Ken is the only main character in the anime of O2 to not own a Digimental. While never doing so in the anime, Wormmon does armor Digivolve in the drama CD. The original proposal for Savers was about Japanese delinquents with partner Digimon who will fight each other. Agumon was chosen to be Marcus' partner early on during Savers' development to appeal to older fans. Marcus' original Japanese name was not going to be Masaru but Kuhai. Originally, Christy was not supposed to be Marcus' sister, but his neighbor, and Sarah Damon is the only member of the Damon family to not have a partner Digimon. Keenan was originally going to be 14, but his age was lowered to avoid his team of revenge against humans. Thomas is the only protagonist in Savers whose nationality isn't entirely Japanese, he's half Australian. Irikaran is the only female protagonist to naturally have pink hair. Haru Shinkai is the only main protagonist to naturally have green hair. These are the beta designs of Hackmon. Cody was the only main character in Digimon Adventure 02 to never have a sibling. There's another storyline called Digimon Reboot, in which Digimon look reminiscent of a mecha suit. In the Japanese version of Tamers, the main cast are 10 years old. In the English version, they're 12 years old. Randomon is the only Digimon Izumi kills throughout the entirety of Digimon Frontier. The Western name for Digimon Cross Wars was originally intended to be Digimon Fusion Battles. All the main characters, partner Digimon and Digimon Tamers, have a Dark Digivolution line. There are 3 variations of Rapidmon in total: regular Rapidmon, Rapidmon Armor, and Black Rapidmon. Biomon's name is a misspelling of his Japanese name, Piomon, which comes from Pio Pio, the son of picking. Some Hapmon's designs pay homage to Digimon. Most super great Hapmon are rather short in stature, with most being no taller than Aru. Rei's last name, Katsura, may refer to the Katsura River as a reference to the Net Ocean. Most Digimon don't have one set Digivolution line and can branch off into numerous evolutions. Kari/Ikari was originally not planned to be a Digidestin. In episode 42 of Digimon Data Squad, Lord Nightmon's name is mistranslated as Lord Nightmon. Marcus is currently the only main protagonist of a Digimon anime to not wear goggles. Venom was originally an alternate design for Snatchmon. Kyoko Kurumi from Digimon Story Sabislu was originally going to have a bright red/pink hair. Samudramon, Tatomon, and Kozuamon are all a part of a 3-man group known as the Three Gods of Destruction. Rostaranomon was created to pay homage to Taranomon, the first Digimon to have been created. Devimon was the only major antagonist of Digimon Adventure to have never reached a mega level. Dead X Evolution is a special evolution that allows a Digimon to digivolve when dying. The Japanese voice actor who played Dynasmon in Frontier will later go on to play All Might in My Hero Academia. This here is a scrapped design of Mastamon. This is what she possibly could have looked like. Rika's mom had her when she was only 18 years old. This is Meikomon's main Digivolution line. These are the differences between Gazamon's and Meikomon's previous form. Digimon Tamers 1984 is a story that acts as a prequel to Digimon Tamers and revolves around the monster makers. Agumon 2006 is the only main partner/bodymon to have never fused in some physical shape or form. Despite being a king, King Chessman is a complete coward and it's Queen Chessman who has to defend him. Both Okamon and Pavokamon are based on Kazuki Ota. Ota was in charge of the team that made Digimon and also was a Japanese voice actor and a former announcer. He did so much for the Digimon franchise. Grace Novamon, a mythical Digimon with Big Bang class energy, is the fusion form of Apollomon and Dynamon. You can send Agumon in every season of Digimons and also in the Digimon games. Agumon makes a guest appearance and plays a vital role in Digimon Universe Apply Monster episode 45, one of the best one too. During its creation, Dynamon was originally intended to be a member of the Olympus 12. It's said that the bone club that Agumon carries is actually the thing bone of a slain Skull Greymon. The first episode of Digimon Data Squad is the only episode in which neither Thomas nor Gaomon appear. Marcus and Agumon appear in every episode of Digimon Savers except for episode 42. Sangreman Burst Mode made his on-screen debut in the Digimon Savers film before showing up in the anime. The song also played by Smash Mouth is inserted in the English dub of Digimon Adventure 02's first movie.
We never find out what the H in Thomas H. Norton stands for. Even though the Digimon card game came to the West, it never really caught up here like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon did. Doberman's name and design are based on the Doberman Pinscher, a medium-large breed of domesticated dogs. A Digimental of Darkness does exist, but it is exclusive to the Digimon WonderSwan games. Boogeymon's name and design are based on the Boogeyman, a creature in common folklore that scares children. Takado was the only main character in the Digimon Tamers anime to have had more than one Digivice. Agumon in 2006 is currently the only main partner Digimon to get turned into a Digi-Egg. Out of the other seasons, Digimon Adventure has the highest Japanese TV ratings. The Japanese version of Digimon Lynx was originally going to be released in 2015, but was delayed to 2016. In Digimon Fusion, the English dub of Cross Wars, Dark Knightmon's name was changed to Axe Knightmon. Taximon was the only one of the three-headed officers to have never Digicrossed in both the anime and the manga. In the manga, Crossheart never encounters Madleomon, but a look-alike named Macleomon instead. The Digimon on the left is the early design of Flamemon that was intended to be used for the original concept of Digimon Frontier. Digimon Frontier was originally intended to be more battle-focused series in which people and Digimon will merge together into a hybrid body and fight in a battle stadium. The initial concept was scrapped in favor of a more adventurous setting. Ever wonder what Ludomon looks like without its armor? Well, here it is. The Digital Monster version 1 was released on the same day and years as the first Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, on June 26, 1997. The first Digimon movie, Digimon Adventure, premiered on the same day as the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie, Yu-Gi-Oh! As part of the 1999 Spring Toy Anime Fair on March 6, 1999. You can see a member of the Greymon species, family in every season of Digimon. And to finish this off, in the second Digimon series, the Vmon's name is derived from the V-Pets. So yeah, that was 300 facts about Digimon. This video took so long to make, but despite that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to hit that sexy like button, that'll be so appreciated. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the Digimon Trivia on Twitter because I got almost all my facts from there, and I will highly recommend to give him a follow for more facts about Digimon. And he haven't posted anything for a long time now, but I do believe if y'all follow him, he will come back, right? So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more Digimon content. And yeah, have an amazing, Gucci, sexy day. You know it.